When life knocks you down so hard that you can barely breathe, that moment doesn't define the end of your story. It defines the beginning of who you can become, and Mr. Beast's journey proves that being broken isn't a sign of weakness but the spark that forges a stronger version of you. When Jimmy Donaldson first stepped into the world of YouTube, he wasn't a superstar, a millionaire, or a phenomenon. He was just a quiet kid in a small town, uploading videos from his bedroom with dreams bigger than his circumstances. He spent years posting content no one watched, years trying to break through an algorithm that didn't even know he existed, years telling himself that the dream was still worth fighting for even when the results said otherwise. 5 long years of silence, no traction, no fame, no attention. Most people break under that kind of disappointment, but Jimmy didn't. Instead, he turned every failure into fuel and every setback into a signal to work harder. Life kept testing him, especially when he was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, a painful autoimmune condition that drained his energy and forced him into a battle far bigger than YouTube, a battle with his own body. Doctors told him to rest, to slow down, to avoid stress, but those words clashed with his biggest dream, and despite the pain, the exhaustion, and the emotional low points, he kept studying the platform with an obsession most people will never understand. While others were partying, laughing, relaxing, or wasting time, Jimmy was sitting with notebooks, analyzing titles, thumbnails, pacing, retention, story arcs, humor, structure, and momentum like a scientist mapping out the future of entertainment. He built a small circle of friends who studied with him for hours every day, breaking down the anatomy of viral videos until they understood the system better than anyone. This obsession didn't make him weird, it made him unstoppable. Then came the turning point, the video where he counted to 100,000. 40 hours of non-stop filming, no sleep, no breaks, just raw discipline and determination. It was ridiculous, exhausting, and nearly impossible, but the moment that video went viral, everything changed. The world finally saw what Jimmy had been building in the dark for years. But success didn't magically erase the pain, it rewarded the resilience. And that's the real message. Your breakthrough always comes after your breaking point. Everyone faces moments where life hits hard. Losing a job, failing at something you wanted, being betrayed, struggling with health, questioning your worth, or feeling like your dreams are too far away. Some people complain, some people quit, and some people, like Mr. Beast, get quiet, focused, and dangerous. They rebuild from the ground up with a stronger mindset, sharper skills, and deeper self-belief. Pain becomes their direction, consistency becomes their engine, and creativity becomes their weapon. Jimmy didn't grow because life was easy. He grew because life was hard, and instead of collapsing, he adapted. Every problem forced him to innovate, every failure forced him to evolve, and every moment of doubt forced him to choose whether to give up or rise. And he chose to rise. You may not be fighting the same battles he did, but you have your own storms, your own setbacks, your own nights when you question everything. And the truth is simple, you're not weak for breaking, you're human. But whether you stay broken or come back stronger, that's a choice. You don't need perfect conditions, the right timing, or the approval of others to rebuild your life. You just need the decision to keep going. Because the people who change their lives are not the ones who avoid pain, they're the ones who refuse to stay down. So say this to yourself, no matter what hits me, I will rise. I will grow. And I will come back stronger. That is the mindset that built Mr. Beast, the mindset that builds legends, and the mindset that can rebuild you from the ground up. You are not defined by the moments that break you, you are defined by how you rebuild. Life will test you, life will push you, life will challenge you in ways you never expected, but if you refuse to quit, you become unstoppable. And if today is the day you choose to rebuild your life, then you're already on your way to becoming someone you won't even recognize a year from now, in the best possible way. And that's something worth remembering the next time life tries to break you. If this message sparked something inside you, share this video with someone who needs it, and hit that subscribe button, because your comeback story starts right now.